Hello everybody, Defense here, and welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in Elmcreek. I hope you're all doing fantastic today. I am doing well myself, and we are currently in the second day of March. I skipped the rest of yesterday, which I didn't really mind. We just kind of weren't going to have time to do too much, so I did bounce. One downside is you will notice I have less money because I accidentally placed a building well, seeing if it'd fit somewhere, which was kind of annoying because I lost $5,000. But hey, it happens, you know? I just gotta be more careful in the future. But we are gonna do some work for neighbors around the farm. I want to do 2 fertilizing contracts today, 33 and 58. So 33 is all the way up here, and it's close to the store, so I'm gonna end up leasing the equipment from there. But I have 58 is my neighbor right here. So let's hop on in 58, accept contract. It's 5,800 bucks, so I cannot complain about that. Let's go X. And I hope this will be enough. I don't really see it being an issue. Let's go B. But yeah, it's kind of what we planned on doing for the area was day 1, work on my farm, day 2, work a majority on neighboring fields and such throughout the town. I'm assuming we'd call it a town more off. Yeah, it looks like one big thing. Yeah, we'll call this the township. You know, this farming community. Yeah, farming community works better. But yeah, so we're going to continue to do work like that on the middle day of each month. And that'll give us some time for other stuff to happen, us to make a little bit of money, and for us to also make some other money doing work around the area. So the big fields right now, the big paying jobs are fertilizing. There's a couple sowing jobs, but the only one that's really worth doing, from what I could tell, was potatoes. And it's a big field with a small working area, so I don't want to deal with that one. So we're going to continue on with this one. The downside is I can't see where I've been, which is annoying. You know, I'm sure if... Nah, because I can't even see the grass. So let's actually make sure I'm doing this right. Whoops. Can I actually see it? Yeah, so I can see that. It was fertilizing, correct? Yep, active. Fertilizing on field 8. Oh, we're actually already 26% through. Can I see it on the map? That is the big question. Yes, I can. Okay, that's going to help a ton. That's what I was worried about the most. Ooh, deer. Hello. Yeah, we haven't seen too many deer. I think we saw some deer on the hay job we did up in the top right corner on the lower number fields there in the 20s. But aside from that, we really haven't seen them too much, which is kind of a bummer. I was hoping to see them more. Some other wildlife added would be cool. I know they just started adding the wildlife to add stuff to the map, and they don't want to tax the systems too much, putting out maps with too much, you know, extended wildlife. But I like the idea of it. And seeing some other stuff would be pretty cool. Or having the farm, so like this here, we'll probably, if they could do it and modded, I have a feeling they will. But having, because I know on the maps you can find farms that already have built-in sheep pens and like horse corrals and such. So already having animals in there ahead of time would be pretty cool. At least I think so. Being able to do that, it would add life to the map, which would be really fun. And all in all, it'd just add, you know, a little extra to the game. You know, I'm not saying the game is lacking in any way, but, you know, a little bit extra is a little bit extra. It's always nice. But they have done a fantastic job with the game. I've talked about it in almost every episode so far, so I'm not going to talk about how beautiful the game looks too much. Obviously, we are in early spring right now, so some of the stuff still looks kind of blah. But we should start getting some tree growth in soon on the leaves, and then it'll start looking really nice. So I'm looking forward to that. We've got a lot of fields going on around us, which I'm happy about. And I did look through at some more mods. A lot more mods have been popping up, which has been very, very nice. I found a mod that I thought had helped me out a ton, but it does not hold any of the fruits or vegetables from the greenhouses, sadly. Is that a floating... Ah, I dropped. I was trying to loop around to get a better picture. Boo. But yeah, that was just a floating sheep there. Who'da thunk it? Sheep can fly. Sheep? I mean deer. Oops. I just found something out today, and that is that I can get multiple contracts at the same time, which used to be something you can only do with mods in 19. I'm very happy that that is something that they added, so I may pick up a couple of other sewing contracts whilst we're here. Whoop, that was a big slide. That's a lot of weight on the back of this thing. But yeah, let me take a quick look at what we have for sewing contracts. I know we can do it because I just took out 2 more contracts, so I have 33 and 54, and I've completed 58, but I haven't marked it as complete to make my money yet. I probably could, but getting it all at the end is a little bit nicer. I can see that money jump up real fast. So we're going to take a look at sewing together. We have 27, 44, and 55. 55 wants potatoes, so we definitely can't do that. 27, so we're going to be working on 33. And 27's right over there. We might as well take 27 because we can just hop on out, shoot down here, and just come all the way down this road. So I think we will grab 27 as well. And is there any other fertilizing? Let's see, sowing. There's one fertilizing job on field 2, but it's only 700 bucks and it's all the way up there. So I'm not going to do that, but I think this will be great. Let's get some big bags. Seeds, and then I saw this the other day, which makes me very happy. Let's just grab 4. Why not? Whatever we don't use in this contract, I'll empty at the store and then come and pick up with my own vehicle. And that way we won't need seed for a little while. I'll probably end up... Actually, if I dump it out, it's probably going to come out in the pallets, which won't be bad. I don't really have an issue with it. But yeah, let me get this loaded up, and I'll meet you guys over at the field. So I'm going to do something I've never really done before. Whoop. Hold on, we have to change... I did not think about having to change the plant. What do we need to plant in here? Contract. See, that's something different. I don't know if I've ever done them before, but I could have sworn that it always had the field specific. Let's go sowing. We need to do oats. Oats are the wavy one. So we do OI. Wheat, barley, oats. There we go. V. F1. And B. And, so what I was going to say at the beginning is I'm going to do something I've never really done before, and that's use the ridge markers. Because if we use the ridge markers, I'll be able to drive in first person and not worry about missing. So the way the ridge markers work is they'll mark out where the center of my tractor needs to be. It may be a little harder with this bag on it, but it looks like it's got that marker up the front. So if we hop in this way real quick, you can see how there's the single line on the tractor, the ridge down the middle, and there's a point. And then it actually meets up directly in the middle of the 2 markers on the front of this, right here. So we want this on the ridge marker there. There's a little marker on the front as well, it looks like. But this lines up directly across, and that's how you want to do it. And it's pretty cool. It's the way you do it when you don't have a GPS in real life. And I've never really used the ridge markers before because third person like this is an option. And I want to change that. I want to have some fun with it, try out some new stuff. And I think it'll be cool to do, as I said, and just something a little different, you know, a little different. There's a lot of rocks in this field still. I think they should have had somebody remove the rocks first. Which, by the way, I haven't seen as a contract option, which kind of saddens me. Not that I want to go out and remove rocks in somebody else's field, but still, it would be cool to be able to do. And what you got to remember at the edge of each one is to swap them out. So we'll switch around to here, and then if I hop into first person, I want to make sure I'm not going to get hit by a train. I should. Whoop. Yeah, this thing's very oddly weighted for this, and I don't entirely enjoy it. There we go. And then we should be able to just run this down this, and we'll be good. It'll be cool. Let's see how we're doing so far. Oop, not what I wanted to do. I lifted that up. I should probably pay better attention. And V. Yeah, we were doing pretty good. So yeah, you'll see we're right up against the edge now because we're running straight down this line. And it's going to get the job done. I'm just going to keep going, even though that kind of kicks to the side. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. But hey, it's something new to try, and I did just set up a worker fertilizing that other field. You guys just watched me fertilize a field, so I thought, hey, let's hop on in over here and try this out and let them do the fertilizing. I may have to hop over and stop them. It is my fertilizer, so I kind of don't want them wasting it, but there's always a chance they will. But yeah, as you can see, we did pretty good. We didn't miss any. Just following the lines. Oh, I did there because I was turning around looking the other way. But yeah, it's different. It's different. And it's nice. The other thing I like about doing the jobs is we get to use different machines. I think I've used... I can't tell if I've used this one before, the 337R. It doesn't sound familiar, so I don't think I've used it before. But it's still a fun tractor nonetheless. Let's Z it to flip these around. Bloop. Whoop. I gotta Z it again. And get them going. But yeah, as I said, it's something cool to have. It's something cool to try out. And new stuff. Like, new machines are always fun. I'm always a fan of being able to try out new machines. Yeah, this one only has the seed up front, and then everything gets sent down back through the tube to this, and then distributed on out with all this crazy tubes. Noticed something during that little time lapse there. So I have a function in here that's got the bouncy seat. It's what you'd have in an actual tractor like this, but it looks probably really bad when sped up in a time lapse. So that's why I ended up hopping back out to third person and just kind of changed my angles here and there, which I hope is okay with you guys. I know it's probably kind of a bummer, but it's really the only option I had, mainly because I can't remember where the setting is. I also like having it when I drive in first person. You can get that bouncy seat. It's supposed to be kind of like a stabilizer. It keeps you more comfortable, so you're not jostling around as much as the tractor is. You find it in a lot of bigger equipment as well. Tractor trailers, front-end loaders, just equipment on the along those lines there, which is pretty cool. So like you can see here while I'm in here, you bounce around a lot. You're not actually moving as much as the cab is moving around you, which is really cool. So if you look down, you'll see that the chair seems to stay more still and everything around it's moving. And I like it. It's a cool little thing to add. I think I talked about it once that you can find it in the settings. I can't remember where I found it. I know it's in there. So we'll have to see what that brings us in the future. But so far, this job is nice. It's the same as any planting job, to be honest. But it's, you know, a different machine, something different to do. And just kind of stuff to play around with. You know, it's a bigger field. If I had a field like this, I'd probably have a bigger planter or seeder. But hey, it's not my field, not my problem, I should say. But yeah, we're about halfway through. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon. We're about halfway through. Fertilizing's all done. You know, but I may look. I'm going to take a quick look whilst we're chit-chatting here. I'm going to let them keep driving, by the way. They're over here. Yeah, we're about halfway through. So I don't know if there's any other contracts really worth taking right now. Fertilizing was easy money. If they had more fertilizing, I probably would have taken it. But Field 2 is definitely not worth it. The cultivating is nice, but this would be fun to drive. I've always wanted to drive one of these big tractors here. But Field 70 is just huge. You know, this is Field 70. It's probably smaller than 68. Actually, no, it's probably the same because I think 68 would come out to like here. So 70 is bigger. But I think it could be fun, especially since I could rent that and use it on other contracts as well. So if I were to take 70, I could take 59, which should be pretty close. 59, actually no, 59's way over, well, 56, 57. Yeah, 59's right above me, actually. So that one wouldn't be too bad if we grabbed that cultivator. As I said, but so it's 2100, which means 59 would almost pay for just leasing this equipment here. But none of the other ones are really worth it. That's the problem. If there were a couple of other, like, you know, few $1,000 ones, but everything else is a smaller field, like 37. So where were we? 33, 34. Yeah, 37's right there. So, like, they're all smaller fields. And if I took every single one of them, it might be worth it. But I don't really see it being worth it. And drilling, or sowing, I should say, the only one that's really worth it money-wise aside from this is... actually, nope, that's another new one. They just added 72, which is a potatoes again. Which one's 72? 72 is right there. And that's actually a lot of money for that field. But potato planting takes so long that I just don't want to deal with it. So what I think we're going to do is I'm going to give you guys another time lapse here. I know it's 3 in 1 video, but the first one was really short. So I'm not going to go too nuts with it. But I want to get this done. It's about 3 o'clock as you can see in game. It's actually like 6 o'clock in real life. But yeah. So let me get started on this. I actually don't need this. I like having it. It's cool to have, but I really don't need it. So I'm going to throw on some more music for you again, and I hope you enjoy. And by the way, music choice. Is it fine? I just kind of grabbed some random stuff that sounds kind of fun, sounds kind of fitting, and kind of roll with it, you know? So I'm kind of undecided. So let me know if there's anything, song that I've played in the past or recently that you enjoyed. I prefer instrumental for this stuff. And obviously it has to be something that isn't currently owned. Like, not owned by someone, but something that's, like, royalty-free is the best way to describe it. So, let me know if you have any recommendations or thoughts on that. Thought I'd bring you guys back for the last 5%. We are close to done with the field. I'll probably have to come about halfway back up. Are we getting wheel slippage? I looked at the wheels were spinning really tough there. But yeah, we're about, we're probably pretty close to the end now. What are we looking at? 98%. So it's not going to be much more once we go back the other way. And all in all, a pretty productive day. Let me know, again, what you guys think of this idea schedule-wise. Because I'm running the 3 days, obviously once we get more of our own fields, that might change. Yeah, we will end up doing a lot for ourselves, but I think this works for now. And in the future, I think what'll end up happening is this will happen in between planting and harvesting season. We'll end up doing this more often. During, you know, our planting season, we'll probably end up doing more stuff around our farms. Especially now since I'm going to start running the days at 15 times speed. That seems to be pretty good for an episode. It lines up really well. I really enjoy it. Sometimes I have kicked it up to 30 just because I felt a little bit slow at a certain point. But aside from that, I think we've been doing good with it. Let's actually... no, bad. Actually, can I get the last of that little bag? No, it's taking the full bag. Boo. I was hoping I could get the bag on the right was emptier, but I guess I knocked it too far back to handle. But yeah, as I was saying, once that, you know, things will change as we go, but for now, I think this will be a good way to do it. Once we get our own equipment up and running, I think that'll be very well. But yeah, let's make ourselves some money. Let's go space, a space, and a space. And we're back up to $55,000. It would have been nice if I hadn't lost that stuff, the 5K already. So one of those jobs pretty much just made back the money that I kind of lost already, which, as I said, is kind of a bummer. But hey, we're doing good. We got our cabbages going. And the cabbages are still, even though we're on a shorter, like a lower end price-wise, sorry, lettuce, I keep saying cabbages. It's still pretty good. The fast food restaurant's paying, oh, actually, Red Marble Bowling has jumped. That was not that high when we started today. But that's per 1,000 liters, and we got about, what's 1, 2, 3 of them? So 4, 5, yeah. Oh, these are actually 200. So 2, 4, 6. So this will be 800 liters. So we'd get about, I don't know, probably 2,200. Actually, no. It is 2,200. But yeah, I'm getting distracted now. But yeah, we switched over to lettuce. It's still fetching a fair price. The water usage is higher compared to the amount of fruit we get. This is still stuck. I've even tried using the tractor and flipped it twice. So yeah, we're going to hold off on that for a bit. Let's get our other tractor out of the way. And yeah, I think we'll have enough money to buy up our cultivator and our seeder to do some corn. Probably in the next not next episode, but the episode after. I will have to figure out what we're going to do for the end of March. We just still have one more day left. And not really much to do. Depending on tomorrow, we may pick up a couple other jobs. But hey, last but not least, let's check the... Ooh, what is this? Disc harrows are used for shallow cultivation of fields. This is a 6-meter cultivator. Needs 180 horsepower. Let's take a look at what I was going to look at before. Hey, that's why you check the store. Obviously, we're pretty low on stuff in the store. So I was going to get this guy here for 12,000, and it's 2.5. Requires 90 horsepower. The one in the store is 14,000 and has a 6-meter working width. $2,000 for double the working width. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think we're going to buy it. Don't get me wrong, it's going to cost me more to repair it, but hey, I look forward to it. So we'll be able to get some cultivation done there for ourselves, probably next episode, and then we'll do planting in the episode after because we can't plant corn until February. And since we picked that up, we may pick up a couple of small cultivating jobs nearby. Let's take a look. 37, 40. Yeah, we could do 37. We could take care of 40, no problem. So we may end up doing that if those are still available come tomorrow. Yeah, 48 and 51 I'm pretty sure are near us. 48. I got 52. We got 51s right here. So yeah, we can make an episode of cultivating if these are still available tomorrow. So I very much look forward to that. If that is something you all are also looking forward to, swing on by for the next episode. But yeah, as always, I want to thank you for stopping in. I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you all have a nice night, day, morning, evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. This is Defense. I hope to see you again soon. Peace.